if you were planning maybe to have a few people over for the Super Bowl and you want some good food, maybe you don't want to order out, you're going to want to make this. We've got Devan here to show us what this is. It's mouth-watering.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Okay. Fall off the bone. Pork ribs.
Fall off the bone. A lot of people make ribs at home, or they might be a little bit afraid to make ribs.
Yes.
At the restaurant, we cook them sous vide. Sometimes you might boil them.
You cook them sous vide, huh?
Yeah, well, we kind of do everything sous vide. It's very trendy because it works, and that's a whole other segment. But today's about ribs.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because we can talk about that forever. But this is a super simple recipe that everyone can make at home. First thing I want to do is I want to start with our spice rub.
Yeah.
And that means we're starting with our spice challenge for the week.
Does that mean I'm going to have to guess? I'm going to get them wrong.
Tell me what this is.
It looks like cornmeal.
Okay, that's granulated garlic. So we're gonna put in 2 tablespoons of that. Brown.
Hold on, folks. There's lots more of that to come. Brown sugar.
Yeah, I didn't even ask. That was the easy one.
I know. That's why I said it.
Here's
I
a fun
want to get something
tell
right.
me what this is.
Paprika.
Okay, but you got to go a little bit deeper for me.
Paprika.
Smoked paprika. Exactly. You got it. Nailed it. Okay.
It does have that
So I'm doing 2 tablespoons of all this in here. This guy is.
Obviously, it's.
Obviously, if you eat a lot of jerk.
Nutmeg, no. Cumin.
Allspice. You're getting there. Allspice.
Yes.
There we go. So allspice is very strong. So I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of that.
Okay.
Cayenne. How much cayenne am I going to add?
Put a whole teaspoon in.
You want to be very sparingly, you know, very sparingly with that.
I'm always going to say the opposite of what the right answer is.
This is true. That's why we love it.
That's what I do.
Okay, I'll do a couple tablespoons of salt, and this rub is on the recipe online. So if you just see me kind of pouring stuff in here, you know, don't be too alarmed.
Well, I think when people go to cityline.ca as well, it's like they are looking for the specifics. We know the chefs. You guys just sort of do it by feel and touch and la la la. That was just black pepper.
That was black pepper, and then this is coarse black pepper.
What's the difference?
Well, this is just coarse. It's going to give you a bit more mouthfeel. It's going to be a little bit more aggressive, but it's going to give you that nice crunch. And when you make pastrami ribs, like when you eat pastrami, I find it's characterized by that nice, coarse, rustic, crunchy flavor. And you can see that on these ribs. You get that bite, and that's the beauty of it. Okay, so that's why I use coarse and finely ground. So we'll add in a good amount of black pepper.
That's
now,
a lot.
Where is pastrami from?
I don't know.
Romania.
Okay.
Okay, so when the Jewish immigrants came from Romania here in the late 19th century, they brought this with them. They would use goose breast in Romania, but that's too expensive here in America, or rather in New York. Right. So they used beef. And that's what we're doing today. So we're taking this ancient Romanian.
Yeah,
so we're taking this Romanian kind of dry rub, and we're applying it to ribs. And this could apply to tofu or to fish. You don't have to just use ribs. You can have a lot of fun with that.
You can get meatless if you want to get meatless. The whole point is do the spices, because that's what's going to bring out the flavor.
Exactly. So now our dry rub is done, and now I'm going to show you. I'll talk to you a little bit about the ribs that we're using.
Yeah.
We're using pork back ribs today. Now you might get back ribs or spare ribs. Yeah. Spare ribs they'll probably have less meat but a bit more fat. They're closer to the belly. Right. But back ribs usually get about 13 pieces, and there's a lot of meat on them. And if you follow this recipe, they're gonna fall off the bone anyways. So
and
you don't need
didn't use a slow cooker or anything like that.
It's so simple. Like if you're doing a Super Bowl party or you just want to have a nice breakfast at home, a rack of ribs, like this is the best recipe that you can do. Okay.
Is that what you eat for breakfast? It's good protein.
I eat like duck curry and rice and milk for breakfast.
You do that?
Crazy. Yeah, I wake
up like that.
I
like some cooked food in the morning. It's nice. It gets your day started off right.
So I have gloves. Now what I'm going to do is...
I'm about to sneeze. Don't you feel like sneezing?
Oh my God, I forgot like such an important ingredient. One of the most important, so I'll do that right now. Okay. But that's coriander.
I was wondering if you were going to use it, but I didn't want to say anything.
So coriander, I find with the majority of pastrami recipes that I've found, that what I've been taught, it's generally coriander and black pepper are the 2 main ones. Okay. So I'm taking this, and notice like you can go up and down with your mortar and pestle, but I just kind of like to go right around. Do you want to try?
Yeah, I really do.
Of course you can.
There's something about this that looks soothing and
it's very
amazing.
soothing. And this is such an easy recipe. That's why I want everyone to be able to do this at home.
I like the fact that you put the rub as well online, because a lot of people like doing rubs to their meat, but they don't know how to switch up the combinations.
And this is
you know what I mean? So it's good that you did that.
And this is such a super simple one. I kind of want the camera to catch this, but it's really important that you get
Are you trying to give my director directions right now?
A little bit.
Is that what's happening here?
You know, it's like you need to get full coverage on this. So what I like to do is I like to put a hand underneath like this. Okay. And kind of sprinkle this across so you get full coverage on this. Should we do the backside or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
1000% we should do the backside. This is flavor. You don't want anything bare on this. How's that coming?
How are you not sneezing right now? Like I'm trying so hard not to.
I'm not sure. I think I do this all day. Maybe. So I'm gonna sprinkle this on top of here. Okay. And you know, see how it's so coarse? That's what's gonna give you that nice crunch. This is gonna cook forever in your oven. Not forever, but for like 3-4 hours. So
that's how long?
Well, yeah.
Because you have to go slow and low.
Yeah,
right?
but you throw this in the morning, and then you go skating, and then you go eat hot dogs, and you come back and it's ready.
I love that you made it skating and hot dogs.
Yeah,
that's
your
it.
Day. So this guy, now this is kind of the tip though. I like to take this and I put it under the broiler.
Okay.
And the broiler kind of sears it and gives you that initial crust.
Yes.
And then what we're gonna do is, because I'm not gonna broil right now, then we need to wrap it. Oh, we need to wrap it in foil. But I have one piece of foil here.
We didn't need that anyway.
We didn't need that. That's off camera. So I'm gonna take this guy, put this here, and I'm gonna wrap it up in foil.
Like a little present.
Like a little present. And this goes into your oven at what temperature?
250, 350.
Try in the middle.
400, 300.
This goes into your oven at
225.
290 Fahrenheit.
290.
And that's gonna bake 290. 290, and this is gonna bake for approximately
4 hours.
3 to 4 hours. And if you do that, you're gonna have beautiful fall off the bone ribs. There's also one more thing I wanna show, but I just have to clean this up quickly, and that's to do a little bit of a glaze. Now, if you wanna sauce these up a little bit, you can, and that's what we're gonna do today. But all I'm gonna do, this is a mess, and my chefs will be very upset.
That's all right.
So, I'm gonna take some...
TV.
I'm gonna take some soy sauce in the bowl here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna also take a little bit of Dijon mustard. And then we're just gonna make a little, you'll see how it's nice and glossy. You can add honey to this, apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
There's a half a lime wedge, why not, right?
Okay.
So that goes in there, and I'm gonna mix this around. And you'll see this comes into a nice yellowy kind of sauce, which I put on here.
Yeah.
Which is really nice. And
is this a pepper?
That's just hot banana pepper.
Oh,
and I'm just gonna reach in front of you here and pull these guys out. Because what you wanna do is after they bake, you're gonna throw them back into the oven uncovered, and you're gonna broil them again. And then
so
you
they get a little crisp.
Yeah, and then you get these ribs that just literally fall off the bone. Okay,
like, yeah, no, this is good. Who cares about the Super Bowl? No, just eat the food.
Forget about Super Bowl.
I love that.
Follow this recipe. It's so easy, and the smell. It's coriander and black.